Did we give him permission? Okay.
Once I search my name up, they're gonna be like, okay.
Mr. Bradley, you got a camera?
Yes, sir. I'm so sorry. Yes, sir. I am at work right now.
Go. No, you're good. You're good. We got you.
I only have
All right.
9 minutes on my break. I won't be able to stay on camera face to face if there's
No,
any,
okay.
like,
All right.
okay.
We'll let it happen. I've seen you that you're there. All right. He paid the 2,000. He was gonna pay
1,000.
Pardon?
Yes, I'm
Go ahead.
yes, I was trying to pay her 1,000 on the 28th, and I was trying to continue the payment plan of 1,000 every 2 weeks.
Is that acceptable to you, Ms. Fry?
Oh, it's not, because I don't want this dragged out all summer. I'm losing tenants over him, and I've already lost a good one, and I've got 2 more that are threatening to leave, and I just can't. If he pays up, then I can adjust. But I've gotten a lot of empty.
How much is owing?
3,000.
I think it's 3,400.
3,419.32, and that's with utilities only through mid-March. There's another batch of utilities coming in that'll be through mid-April, and then for however long.
Sir, if you pay the 1,000 on the 28th, that'll bring that balance on the judgment. If I enter a judgment today down to 2,400, when can you get 2,400 into her?
I could have it in, like, I would say a month. I could try to find a loan. I do have
Well, you're gonna have to do it
MBHS.
before then. Here's what I'm gonna do. And I'm
Okay.
doing this I'm gonna grant a judgment today to lock this figure in. This isn't gonna include any of your May charges. It's only gonna include the charges for today. Gonna grant her a
Okay.
judgment for possession. Court finding no tribal issue after a hearing. And then what I'm gonna do in terms of the writ date is indicate that if defendant pays the $1,000 on the
28th, sir.
28th, that's on April 28th, then the writ extended to May 15th. So here's the deal. If you don't pay that on the 4th, the writ will issue on the 4th. If you don't pay that by the 28th, the $1,000, the writ will issue on May 4th, the 10 days.
Okay.
If you pay the $1,000 on the 28th, I'm going to extend the writ date to May 15th.
Okay.
Give you extra time.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Okay.
Ms. Fry, you'll need to file a judgment reflecting that out at the front.
I file a judgment?
You file a judgment reflecting what I've ordered at the front counter.
Okay.
Thank you.
The clerk office?
Pardon?
It'll be down at the clerk office?
Yes, you'll pick up a judgment down there.
Your Honor, I give her the cash, or do I bring it to the clerk's office again?
No, you give it to Ms. Fry.
Okay.
All right. I don't need to watch you guys count out. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Court stands in recess.
All rise.
Honor. Oh, Mr. Huguenis, okay.
Mr. Huguenis here. All right. And where are we on this case?
Your Honor, I did email over to Ms. Weidling a proposed consent judgment for Mr. Hugan to take a look at. I spoke with him yesterday, and he had let me know of some payments that had been dropped off to Arbor Woods. This consent judgment, Your Honor, accounts for those payments. It also then indicates that defendants will make an additional $1,000 payment next Friday, May 1st, and then the remaining balance, which would include the May rental charges, on or before May 15th.
Is that a correct statement, sir? All right, you have that.
Yes. So only thing I got a question with when they so the extra court cost is for what, May already? Is that what that is?
I'm sorry?
The extra court cost?
Extra court cost?
Yes, is
I don't have a copy of it in front of me, so And it's my bailiff.
It
Your
looked
Honor,
like-
there's only court costs that have been assessed for the filing of this action, and those were assessed on the ledger on March 16th. I will say, just so Mr. Hugan is aware, they were charged at $242, but they're actually $246. So there's just a slight discrepancy with the exact number, but there have not been additional court costs charged for May.
Get that, sir?
I don't know what she, I don't know.
What you just said? Okay, so you're talking about the 246?
Yes.
You think that that's something additional? It's not. What that is that that's their court cost.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
and it's only been assessed once. You won't have like a court costs that are assessed per case. They're not assessed per month.
right. That's why I was like,
An extra amount.
because they telling me I need what I'm seeing on the bottom line, I need to bring in 13 something by next Friday. And I thought, that's what I was trying to figure
No,
out.
Mr. Hugan, it indicates that you're gonna pay 1,000
Okay.
next
Okay.
Friday, and then whatever the remaining balance would
Yeah.
be $318.96 plus your May rent, that would be due on the 15th.
Okay. Okay. That's
Right.
okay.
That's what it says under paragraph
that
10.
13 for the
13,
15.
the total amount that needs to be paid. Under paragraph 10, it lays out how it's going to be.
okay.
That makes sense now?
Yeah, they called me. I'm just reading. I got my reading glasses. I get.
Okay, have your reading list.
I'm just.
You could not read this tiny print on it. I get it.
I see
What that says is plaintiff is holding and shall apply $100 payment to the balance
Okay.
due under line 2D, which is the 1318.96.
Okay.
That's the first thing. And then defendant shall pay $1,000 on May 1st,
Correct.
2026.
Right.
And then the remaining balance plus May rental 2026 charges on or before May 15th, 2026.
Okay. That's why I was like the remaining. When I pay this $1,000, shouldn't that clear up? That's what I was wondering. When that clear?
No, the way I'm going to read this, they're going to apply 100, so that's really going to bring the total to 1218.96.
Okay.
You're going to pay 1,000, and if I'm just looking at that balance, you'll pay the 1,000. You'll have $218.96 carrying over into May plus your May rent, and then by the 15th, you're going to pay that amount plus your May, the $218.96 plus your May rent by May 15th.
Okay. That's why when I came first, it was 2,100 I owed. That's why I gave him 1,100. That's what I was kind of confused on. That's why I dropped.
When you came the last time, it was 2288.90.
Oh, was it? Okay. Okay. All right.
We're gonna pay 1,100 that Monday.
Yeah. Okay.
That brought it down. If I'm just ballparking, that brought it down to about the figure
Okay.
we have on here. So everything,
Okay.
I need to make sure you understand it. When I'm looking at the numbers, I get it.
I'm with you. You get it. I get it. I'm with you there.
All right.
I can't fault
Do
you.
you have any other questions regarding this?
I'm great.
Hmm?
I'm great.
All right. What I will need you to do is at the very bottom, and I'll send a pen out with you. I need you to sign that at the very bottom on what will be your right-hand side.
Now, would you guys allow me if I come, to drop off some payments earlier than the 15th? If you,
I'm sure they will take your payments earlier than the 15th, Mr. Hugan.
thank you.
See it at the very bottom
Want
on
me to date it to?
your right hand? Yes, sir. Date it and sign it.
Today is the 24th.
All right.
Thank you. Think I did.
Any other questions you have?
I had no question.
All right. If you're aware that you have 3 business days to think about this, and if you believe that there's some legal reason, some misunderstanding on your part, some confusion, that you could file a motion with the court within that time frame to set it aside, doesn't mean that I will, but you have those 3 business days to do it. You understand that?
I'm agreeing everything you got. I'm with you.
Okay.
I have no problem.
All right. And so I'll enter that by consent as to defendant 1, by default as to defendant 2. And then we're all set, Mr. Hughes.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
Well, bless them. Thank you.
Say hi to your wife.
I will. Thank you, sir.
Arbor Woods versus George Jones IV. Your name?
George Jones IV.
Right. See where I can find it. There it is. All righty. I have a note here that his application for Hawk
Mhm.
is in process,
Yes.
and the application will be finalized next week due to transition in funding source. What the heck that means, I do not know, but
Definitely an email.
huh?
I don't know what it means.
That's
I
exactly.
mean, other than
No, we would normally have a clarification if we had a real live person here, but they've taken that away from us for whatever reason. They say financial. I doubt that's the case. So that's where we are, Mr. Orbush.
Understood, Your Honor. Please excuse
All
me.
right. So what's his monthly rent?
Mr. Jones, his rent is $705. He has a $20 pet fee. And then I would say that his water and sewer are under $60 generally, but they might get up closer to 70 or 80 or higher depending on usage, but that appears to kind of be the norm.
And he was, so what do you have as the current balance?
I've got Mr. Jones at $1,917.44.
Okay. So he'd still be under the 3,000 with May kicking in. Is there anything that you can pay between now and well within the next week or two?
Not really. I'm not working. I did just accept an offer for a job, but I don't start it until the
Let's
11th.
start it till
May 11th.
why you can get the Hawk funding, but you can't do that. All right. What I'm going to do rather than I can do it one of two ways. But you'll be under the 3. I'm going to take a chance with him since they sent us this note. I'm going to adjourn it out to my next date over the objection of plaintiff, I guess, to the 8th, May 8th,
Okay.
2026 at 3 p.m. That's in person also.
Okay.
Okay. And hopefully the application will go through. They'll get everything there. You'll still be under the $3,000 cap. And they're going to pay if that's the amount that they put in.
Right.
I just have to hope. All right.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right.